Hello. Goody gumdrops. I've been sick. Fuck. Breathe. Get some oxygen in your lungs. There we go. Okay. I've been sick. I've been really sick. I think I did a show 2 Wednesdays ago or a Wednesday ago. It was the second. I think my last show was no. My last show wasn't the second. It was the sixth. I think it was the sixth. That one got blocked because Led Zeppelin's music studio, RHP, I think it is RHP or RHCP. Like I know it reminds me of like when I saw the label name, it reminded me of Red Hot Chili Peppers. So that's probably why. But yeah, that's the reason why it got blocked. Pink Floyd didn't block it. Uh, oh God, who else was on that? Who else did I play? But like, there were four copyright claims on that video. Three of them didn't block the video; they monetized it, and then Led Zeppelin's was like blocked. So, haha, to all four of you fucks, like your copyright claims kind of fucked all four of your labels. So yeah. So since that day, I've been horrendously sick. I've been coughing a lot of phlegm. Oh God, the phlegm. That's all the foods I've cooked. Oh, shepherd's pie, chicken pot pie, turkey dinner, stews, pasta with meat sauces, meat pies, tenders, chicken tenders, steak. Like all these delicious meals taste like phlegm. And the medicine I was taking wasn't really helping. It just made me more phlegmy and hacking up chunks of it. Ugh. Sorry for too much information. You could probably hear because the mic's right next to my fucking throat. So you guys could probably hear all the crackling because that's all the phlegm tumbling around like fucking lottery balls inside my lungs. Pretty nasty fucking image, I know. Yeah. Yeah. Uh Work has been okay, I guess. I mean, uh well, let's see. Spent 2 days burning wood. Uh oh boy. Gotta respond to somebody on Facebook. Okay. But yeah, spent 2 days burning pretty much all the wood that we cut up. Uh Fencing, shit like that we pulled off all year. There's just like mounds of fucking shitty fucking wood that's just useless to us, like fencing, fence posts, uh, chairs that we pulled out of like swamps and fucking in the tree lines of people's houses because people are fucking stupid. Uh, Desks, like furniture we've had to move out of houses that nobody wanted, and they were like, "Oh well, you guys can you have it if you want it," and I'll just be like, "Yeah, fucking dump it in the front." So I've been burning that shit. So there's that. Um, went to uh, went to a wake last night for my great uncle Den. Went to the funeral today. We went to the VFW after the funeral. He was buried at 11. Well, technically not 11. We left the funeral home around 10:30. We went through the procession and we got to the cemetery probably like around 11:30 ish, and then he was in the ground by 12. Uh, and then we went to the VFW, and practically most people drank. I didn't. I yeah, I did. I wasn't in the mood for drinking, so there was that. Um, didn't really know the man that well. I mean, I knew the man, but I didn't know him like my father or uh, like my aunt or my uncle or my cousins. Like, didn't know him as deeply or for as long. But yeah, biggest fucking disappointment is my father. He didn't go to the wake and he didn't go to the funeral today. And to let you know just how much of an asinine fucking thing that is, this man, my father, worked with my uncle Den from the time he was 5 or 6, working in the fields on the farm until yeah, until he was, oh Christ, in his fucking 40s. I'm not talking like nonstop. He did that until he was like 14, but splitting wood, hauling wood, like fucking helping around the farm if need be, like all that. Bam, my father would be over there. My father got laid off at a job where my father was in from fishing. He needed a little extra pocket change. He'd call up my uncle Den and be like, "Hey, you need some wood hauled? You need some wood split? You need this done or that?" And my uncle Den would be like, "Sure, George, you can come right down." My father would bust his back, bust his balls, fucking working for the man. Practically a second father to my father, and the man finally passes away at 77. And where's my father? Sitting in the loft at the shop. He didn't work. Yeah, he didn't work Monday. I don't know if he worked Tuesday. Uh, I don't know if he worked today. But yeah, just sat in the fucking loft. We like gave him the time and everything. Gave him the time of the wake, which was 4 to 8. Gave him the fucking time of when the fucking funeral was going to happen, when everybody was going to get go to the VFW. If he needed a ride, one of the family members would come. The fucking wake was over capacity with the amount of people there. Like, and I'm not just counting like people that were friends of my uncle Den. I'm talking just straight family. It was over capacity. There must have been at least 200 people just from the family that live on the same road. Like it's insane how big that side of my family is. And then on top of that, you had my uncle Den's family friends and fucking acquaintances and people who he'd known when he was in his 20s that he had worked with and shit like that coming to the wake. And then it was a massive fucking procession heading to the fucking quote unquote the family cemetery because a lot of my family's buried on that hill. Uh, he specifically stated he wanted to be buried right next to my cousin Morris's house because my cousin Morris lives directly, like you can look outside the window and there's the cemetery, but he wanted his grave to be in one of the empty plots right next to the house. So he got buried there. Uh, and then the VFW was over capacity with people standing outside getting drunk and drinking and eating because there wasn't enough room. That's how many fucking people knew my Uncle Den, and that's how big the family was. Also, hey Tech, I I don't know if you've ever been to one of my shows. Welcome. And yes, rambling, rambling, eh? I'm rambling about my Uncle Ned's passing. I had mentioned him being sick uh, back in, I think, September. It does. It does suck. The main reason why I wanted to do a show today, even though I'm sick, is it wasn't for that. I'm just catching people up as to why I haven't been around, i.e., horribly sick. And then I couldn't do anything yesterday because, well, usually, like, I'll do a podcast Wednesdays and Saturdays or rambling. That is because I have a headset. I've had a headset since April. I started using the headset because I actually figured out how to get the mic working on the damn thing in, like, oh Christ, September, October. I forget. It was around fall. Like, dropped 60 or $80 on the damn thing, and I didn't know how to use the mic. So now you don't hear white noise. Just the nasally, phlegm-filled voice that is mine. So yes. Ugh, God, fucking hate being sick. But no, the reason why I want to do the podcast was uh, cops. Fuck me, I hate. Oh God, just the news stories coming out about cops in like the last week and a half have just pissed me off to no fucking end. Also, I wanted to congratulate Doug Jones. I think that's the dude's name that was running against Moore in Alabama. Congrats to him for winning. Fuck Moore. Fuck him. I don't care if he doesn't concede the election or the race. You lost, sir. Good day. You lose. Good day, sir. Step the fuck out. Get ready to go to court for all those fucking horrible allegations that have been thrown against you. Also, the funny cigar-shaped object that's come into our solar system that people are like, it might be an alien probe. No, it's probably just a cigar-shaped asteroid. Fuck you too. Fuck you too, noob. Fuck you too, noob. I'll see you later, Tech. You have a good one. I will. I'll hit you up on Facebooks. But let's see. I'm actually gonna because I have. Oh God, I gotta figure out the fuck. I gotta remember the dude's name. Roy. It's Roy Moore, not Rob Moore. Why the fuck was I thinking Rob? I don't know. He just looks like a Rob, I guess. But yeah, fuck him. Fuck Roy Moore. I'm glad he lost. Well, I don't even know if he lost horribly, but the odds were in his favor and he lost anyways. So fuck him. But no, it's the cops. It's the cops I want to complain about. Cause oh boy, oh fucking boy, do I hate cops. And just more and more shit is coming out that's making me fucking just despise them to the point where, like, horrible shit could happen to me that is cop calling worthy, and I'd be like, nah, nah, I ain't calling the cops. I'd rather just deal with the horrific fucking situation coming to me. Because, I don't want to be told to get down on the ground, cross my legs, put my hands up in the air, and then try to crawl with my legs crossed. And if I don't do it, and if I make a mistake, I'm going to get shot. Yeah, let me play Simon fucking Says or Twister with guns pointed at me, and because I'm gonna fall, and I'm, you know, human instinct, you're gonna fall. You put your hands out to defend yourself. That's one of the main reasons why you have hands and arms, to brace yourself. It's instinctive for you to brace yourself when falling. It's one of the first things that happens when you go to the hospital. Like, if somebody finds you face down on the fucking ground, doctors and EMTs will be like, "Well, he doesn't have any scratch marks or any kind of fucked up, like, he doesn't have any injuries on his hands or palms or arms or anything, so he didn't brace himself. He probably just blacked out." Because it's that instinctive for you to fucking try and catch yourself. But no, if I fucking fall trying to fucking do all these stupid fucking rules and commands, like, yeah, let me get shot for fucking trying to brace myself. Let me try and, like, fuck you. Fuck that. Fuck cops. Yeah, let me get shot a bunch of fucking times because I braced myself from a fall. And you can even hear the cop on the fucking video going, "I don't care if you fucking fall. Don't throw your fucking hands up, try to catch you. Fall right on your fucking face." No. How about no? You already have me on, like, on the fucking body cam. You can clearly, visibly see that the person that they were targeting was down, face down on the ground, hands behind his head, fingers interlaced, legs stretched out. You could easily walk the fuck over. You have two cops in the hallway. You have two cops in the hallway. You can easily have a cop with a fucking gun be just pointed right at him in case he tries to do something, while the other cop goes in and fucking handcuffs him. Ain't no need to fucking have him crawl all the way over to you. No point. No need. No fucking need. And what happens to that cop? Oh, he just retires during this whole fucking court case with the other cop that shot him. He's not found guilty. He's not found guilty for just murdering an innocent man. Oh, that's because we saw somebody firing a gun in the fucking hotel, and this guy has airsoft guns. You know, for pest control. He had air rifles. Sorry, not airsoft, air rifles, pellet guns. Because, they're pest control weapons too. You can even, when you even buy an air rifle, it'll have little fucking icons on the box, and some of them will say pest control. You can kill squirrels or birds, fucking shit like that. So if there was a squirrel problem or something, he probably brought the fucking air rifles with him. And if they were a higher caliber, he could probably kill fucking things like skunks or raccoons or possums. So he had two of them for his job. It wasn't even the fucking problem. I don't even think he was the problem. But they went to his apartment or the hotel he was staying in and they gunned him down. Just lovely. One cop went to court for it, found not guilty. The other cop just quietly retired. And that was the cop that was giving the orders and fucking threatening to kill the man. And then you got people going, "Oh, well, blue lives matter. You should respect cops. That guy should have listened to his orders." Uh, why? Have you ever tried crawling? Follow what the guy says. Follow what the guy says, and have two people with guns fully loaded aimed at you with rounds in the chambers with their fingers on the triggers, and have one of them barking those orders at you. I don't think you'd be able to do it. And you have the guy fucking crying his eyes out, begging them not to shoot him. Like, I don't know how people could defend that situation. I don't know how people defend half the fucking horrible brutalities that happen. But they do. Fuck them. Fuck cops. Oh god, it just pisses me off to no fucking end. Having to deal with that, just having to listen to that stupid shit, knowing that shit like that's happening, just nonstop. It's just sickening. And then the other thing that's sickening me is the the Keaton kid, Keaton Jones, the Tennessee boy that was bullied, and his whole video's gone viral where he's crying to his mother, about how kids were dumping milk on him that day and stuffing fucking ham into his clothes and mocking him for the way he is and how he has no friends. And it's pretty heartbreaking having to hear that from a kid. And so everybody, every fucking person, oh, well, he's holding a Confederate flag. Oh, and his mother, she's holding Confederate flags, and she's next to one in a picture. They must be white supremacists. How? How? Like, how? Were they at rallies? Like, were they at fucking white supremacist rallies? Are they fucking promoting white supremacist ideals? Like, there's people saying that Keaton said the N word to one of the classmates, and that's why he's being bullied. No fucking verifiable evidence on that one. None. There's no evidence. It was on a tweet. Like, every article I have seen on the story, and every time I've heard it on the news, all you hear is rumors report that young Keaton Jones may have said the N word to one of his classmates, which instigated the bullying on him. Rumors, you say? Rumors, rumors. Wow, I can't believe we are going to, like, everybody was all up in arms against the people bullying him, and now these rumors have come out, and now let's bully him even further, going, yeah, he fucking deserved being, horribly bullied by everybody and told that nobody likes him, nobody loves him, he's worthless, like he deserves to have no friends, so on and so forth. Like, yeah, let this poor little kid fucking be fucking horribly accused of something based off of rumors. That's nice. That's nice. And we've all been in school where there were rumors going around in school about someone that later were found out not to be true, and the kid was brutally fucking bullied and picked on because of rumors. I've had people fucking, like, I remember back in, oh god, was it middle school? I think it was in middle school. Like, there was a kid in my class, and a rumor just started coming out for no fucking reason that he was having he was getting off with a vacuum, because that's how much of a loser he was, and people were bullying the fuck out of him. There was no evidence about it. It was just a rumor started up by some people. Kid got bullied for it for no reason, because of a fucking rumor. There were people who would say, "Oh, well, so and so's mother's a whore." Like, that's what my father said. Like, she's totally a whore, so she must be a prostitute. And people would bully the kid because they would be like, "Haha, your mother's a fucking prostitute. She probably had you when she was fucking some John. You must be a crack baby or something." Like, all based off of rumors. It could just be a fucking insult. Somebody could, like, you don't know how many times I've just said, "Oh wow, she must be a whore." That's it. Like, not saying she's a prostitute or anything. Just throwing that out there. Like, and you're gonna bully the kid because of what one person said. No evidence. No fucking evidence of him saying it. No evidence of him ever saying shit like that or doing shit like that. Yes, there's a picture of him with a Confederate flag, but there's also a picture of him holding the American flag. His brother's holding the Confederate battle flag. I have friends who have bumper stickers and fucking windshield stickers saying redneck with the Confederate flag in the backdrop of the lettering. What should I be like? Oh well, they're white supremacists. They have a redneck with a fucking Confederate logo on it. They're white supremacists. I should bully them. Like seriously, seriously. You're gonna pick on this kid. You're gonna bully the fuck out of him. You're gonna harass his family and his mother because of because they're next to Confederate flags in pictures. Two pictures. I've only seen two pictures out of all the fucking articles I've read and all the fucking things I've seen. I have only heard mention of two pictures. Two pictures. Are they at a Klan rally? Are they taking fucking Instagram pictures at like the North Carolina fucking protest where people were bitching and complaining about taking down the Confederate flag and shit? No, haven't heard anything about that yet. So doesn't sound like they're white supremacists. Sounds like they just like the Confederate flag, like they have an American flag. Woo! Oh God! Like Christ all fucking mighty. Christ, my cousin Jade has 3 Confederate flags. She ain't a fucking racist. She's not a white supremacist. She just likes the Confederate flag. She likes the look of it. It's like up around here at least, it just means you're a rebel. That's it. It's like the American flag for a rebellion. Like I'm a rebel. Look at me with my Confederate flag. Like some people have fucking denim vests and shit like that with a Confederate flag patch on the back, like a big one that covers the fucking practically most of the back of the jacket. Now, am I saying that like everybody who has them aren't white supremacists? No, no, not saying that. Not saying that at all. There's probably a lot of white supremacists have Confederate flags, especially down in the South, especially down in the fucking South. But until I see like irrefutable proof that these parent, like his mother and and Keaton and his kid and his siblings are flat out white supremacists, not gonna believe it. Innocent until proven guilty. That's how it's supposed to be in this world. It's innocent until proven guilty. Innocent until proven guilty. That is how it's fucking supposed to be. But people, and this going back to the whole fucking cops thing, people and cops, especially cops, have this ideal that it's guilty until proven innocent. You're guilty until you're proven innocent. Especially if you have a bias. Especially if you have a bias. Oh boy. It's guilty until proven innocent. And I've seen that a lot in internet clicks, like here on YouTube. Oh boy. You don't know how many fucking times I have seen YouTube drama where it's guilty until proven innocent. And even when proven innocent, there are still motherfuckers that'll sit there and go, nope, I still believe that. I still believe that shit. I still believe so and so fucking did that. Like, uh, oh God, what would be a good example? Uh, Good example without outing people's names. Because I don't want to fucking blow up anybody's spot. Uh, oh, fuck me. Trying to think, but I know I'm gonna accidentally blurt one of their names out because I've talked to them so many fucking times for like the last oh Christ, yeah, some of them going on 10 years next year, like around June. It'll be about a decade I've talked to some of these people. Uh, oh God, Oh. Okay, I got one. I got one, and I can say their name because nobody knows them. And it was a little blog TV microcosm or microcosm event, and it was a very small group of people that knew about this. So one of my friends on blog TV was being stalked, and this girl was fucking, like I said, stalking him, and they kept going at him and going after him and going after him and telling him how much they cared about him and wanted to be with him and blah blah blah, and he rebuffed their advances. Totally fine. He wasn't interested in them. They were stalking him. Didn't want anything to do with him. Okay. She fakes cancer. She fakes lung cancer. Now, I fell for this trap, and I was ashamed, and I still cringe that I fell for this because I knew both of them, and I knew both of them around the same amount of time as each other. Like I knew both of them equally for that amount of that at that point, that same amount of length of time. So when I heard what was going on, she had stated that my friend Brian and her were weren't totally intimate. Like it was intimate on an emotional level with the way she was describing it. Like they were into each other and they were talking a lot and so on and so forth. And apparently he found out that she confessed to him that she had lung cancer and I forgot what stage it was, and he just wanted nothing to do with her. And like he was totally put off that she had cancer. Like, ew, ugh. Why would I want to do anything with a cancer patient? Or why would I want anything to be like, why would I want to be associated with a cancer patient? Was essentially what she was describing to all of us. And so everybody went after Brian like that. Just turn up a fucking dime. Everybody was on Brian. It was just a mob mentality of, wow, I can't believe he's doing this to this poor, sickly girl. That's fucked up, Brian. But then, as time went on, the pieces started not fitting together. And I remember talking to one of my friends who was a nurse, and she knew a fair amount of fucking uh, medical jargon and a lot of medical fucking just medicinal sciences in general. And so I was like, wait, she's this old. She has this stage of cancer. It's this invasive. It's this type of cancer. I'm having my skepticism has kind of started to fucking come back to me. So I started talking to my friend Steph, and I was like, uh, Maria is her name, by the way. I was like, Maria's claiming she's got like stage 3 cancer, like lung cancer, and it's like it's eating into the heart wall and shit like that with a pericardium or whatever the fuck it is that she was saying. And my friend was like, yeah, if she's saying that, then she's totally fucking talking out her ass. Or I forget what stage it was, but essentially she would have to be hospitalized at the stage she was talking about. Like that's how bad the cancer is that she was talking about. Like she had found probably one of the most lethal, dangerous, destructive, like bodily destroying fucking cancer she could possibly think of, and to claim that she had it. And it was like a late stage. And she's like, yeah, like if she was saying that, like if she's saying that it's fucking attacking her heart, like there ain't no reason for her to keep going to school, like going to high school. I think she was like a junior or senior at the time. Like, there's no point. Her parents should have taken her out of fucking high school already, and she should be sitting in a hospital getting therapy and treatment to try and stop it now, or she'd be on her deathbed. Ain't no way she's fucking like that. And so as time went on, around this time, more people started questioning it. And so some of us started asking her questions like, "Oh, you taking any therapy? Are you taking any medication? Have you done chemo? Like, have you looked into fucking maybe organ transplants and stuff like that?" And she kept fucking. She either completely ignored it and kept with the conversation, but that we were both one of two of us were having, or the three, or however many people were in the group at the time during Blog TV, in the chat rooms or on Skype because we had her on Skype. But throughout that time, she would either completely ignore it as if we never asked her that question, or she just give us a half-ass answer. She never went into full details. And so after a while, we finally confronted her about it, and we were like, "We know that you lied about fucking having cancer to spite Brian because Brian just rebuffed you. He didn't want anything to do with you. It's fucked up. You're a monster for doing that, especially for manipulating everybody against him. We all apologized to Brian for fucking believing her, and that was it. Like she went fucking ape shit on all of us. Like she fucking had a second account, and she hopped in and she was trying to claim that it wasn't her, and we were like, no, no, we know it's you. Like you've never been on fucking face cam. You've never talked about it. You never post pictures of yourself. You never mention that you're going to chemotherapy or anything. It's just you're a normal fucking average high school student, like on your Facebook and just online general. Like you just talk about how like shit's going bad or good in high school and around your family, but you're never talking about this fucking like stage 4 cancer that's invasively attacking your heart and lungs, and you got like a couple months to live. Just no problems whatsoever. Like you're not coughing up blood or fucking slowly dying or drowning of fluids inside your lungs. Like nothing like that. But, you know, oh boy, I got a 70 on my test and I'm really upset about that. Like, I don't know, just didn't sit right. And so there's shit like that. Like, granted, all of us believe Brian, but there's been a lot of cases that I've seen when it comes to like YouTube drama and in person drama as well, where even if that kind of shit happens, there'll be people that will side with people like Maria. They will choose to believe the liar or the proven wrong, like the guilty party. Like they will choose to believe that the innocent party that was proven innocent without a fucking shadow of a doubt, they will choose to say, no, they're still guilty for what they did. Like, I believe the person that's saying they're guilty. Like, and they become a minority. But it's still absolutely insane to me that, like, all this shit, like, this shit happens consistently. And now we have that kind of shit happening again with fucking a little boy who was bullied. And oh well, we've seen a couple pictures of Confederate flags and shit, so therefore he's guilty of being a white supremacist and his whole family being white supremacists. Like, I know the father's in jail because he violated a probation, but from what I saw in the articles and from what I could look up, like, it wasn't anything like white supremacist related. He got into a fight. That's all I could find. Like, he got into a fucking domestic scuffle and he got put on probation essentially, and he violated his probation. That could be any number of things. Past his curfew. He fucking drank. Like that. Like, some people will fucking be put on probation and be like, you can't drink, smoke cigarettes, or so on and so forth. Like, you can't. You have a strict regimen. He could have missed a probation date for all we know. He could have missed talking to his probation officer. Could be the most mundane fucking thing that makes him fucking miss out on probation or fail his probation. Could have been anything. But no. got to be a white supremacist, all because of Confederate flag. And like this family could just be a normal Tennessee family that just wants to be left alone, and that they videotaped her, like she videotaped her son's reaction because of how heartbroken he was over being treated, and she wanted to send out an anti-bullying message on her Facebook, and it just happened to get viral, and now this family's being attacked. Like people are saying, "Oh, well, she scammed us. She's just doing this for money." It's like, no, that GoFundMe page wasn't made by them. It was made by somebody who wanted to help the family. Like, then you have Joe Schilling or whoever, the stupid ass MMA fighter, who he's like, I messaged her on Instagram and she was like, nah, I don't want him to go to the fucking MMA fight. I just want money. Um, I doubt she would have said that. And I doubt that it was actually her because, as a couple news stories have pointed out, there's a lot of people faking to be her. A lot of people faking. That kind of shit happens on the internet. And if it's proven that she's innocent, what's that going to do for the people that are fucking saying, oh, well, she's faking it? It's either they're going to apologize because they're going to look like fucking jackasses, or they're going to keep saying, no, I'm right, she's wrong. Like, I'm right about my beliefs. I'm right that she's a white supremacist. She just tricked all of you. It goes into like a fucking conspiracy theorist mentality of, oh, well, you've shown me all this evidence, but I still don't believe you. Like, that's how I feel about half this shit. Like, it's fucking just infuriating. It just pisses me off to no fucking end. And just the fact that I have to fucking deal with it on a daily basis with news stories about this horrible shit. Having to know that this little kid has to go through this fucking media circus. Like, he has people practically kicking down his door trying to get a news piece, asking him, or probably asking his siblings, his younger siblings or older siblings, or his mother, like, are you a white supremacist? Do you support like fascist beliefs? Are you indeed racist? Did you in fact say the N-word to one of your classmates? Like, he's a fucking child, and you're just gonna fucking ruin his family life to get your fucking narrative out. To be like, oh, well, see, he didn't say it. Or, oh, see, he didn't say yes. He said yes. Like, we, like it's based off of fucking rumors, dude, from a fucking Twitter message. It wasn't even a Twitter message from like anybody associated with the family. It was somebody saying it. Oh, well, he probably said the N word, which probably got people pissed off at him in school, which probably caused the bullying because his family's white supremacists. That's the tweet in a nutshell. They're fucking making leaps of logic. Fucking asinine. Fucking hate. God. I hate this world sometimes. I hate this world sometimes. It pisses me off. Ugh. Just, ugh. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Just, ugh. I don't know why I do it to myself. Let's see. What else could I talk about? Hmm. Give me a second. But oh, that's something. Uh, Endless Space. I've been playing Endless Space again. Really fucking boring. It's really bad. It's a really crap game. Uh, Coming back to it, not the second one. I don't have the second one yet, but I have the first one, and I was playing that for a little bit. And so I was playing it. I was playing an old save I had done. I hadn't finished the game, and yeah, my the build I had is fucking broken, and broken in the good way, I guess. I don't know. Like that's the thing about the game. It's really esoteric. Like for some reason, and I don't know how, but I was making a quarter of a million dust, which is the currency in the game. I was making a quarter of a million dust per turn. So whenever I took and I was playing against 8 alien AI, and it was the largest galaxy I could possibly make with the fucking thing. Uh, I had like 15 planets in my system because there's not a lot of planets in the goddamn game for some fucking reason. And like my borders assimilated 3 of the empires. I still don't know why like my borders expand that fucking big. They just do. And I was making quarter of a million dust. So every time I invaded I was at war with somebody and I captured their planets by just dropping troops onto the system. I could build practically every improvement that I had researched, and the planet would be instantly upgraded to my current status the next turn, and I'd still have like 200,000 bucks from that previous turn. So when I finally got for indestructible empire, like the final, like the scientific cap, where it's like, oh, you need to have 5 planets with this thing to win a scientific victory. Like I was able to buy that for every planet I owned, and I still had like a million fucking dust, and I collected like 3 million by the time that was done. Uh, I didn't even have my planets like zoned out for dust production. They were just making that much dust, and most of the planets didn't even have fucking. They weren't like all the planets have different buffs to them. Like desert planets and arid planets make dust, and gas giants and shit like that make science. Terran planets like jungles, oceans, and Earth-like Terran worlds produce food, and then molten worlds and shit like that produce industry. And so you can design planets and whole systems to be nothing but food production or fucking industry or science or dust. Mine were pretty much like a hodgepodge, like jack of all trades, just in case. Like I need food production so that my pops would grow on all the systems. But by the end of it, I had so much. All my planets were just capped, and all my planets were static. They were all 100% happy. and I had an 85% tax on the planets. And if I put it to 90, they'd go from 100% to 95%. And if I had it to 95%, they'd go to 90% or 85%. And if I had it at a 100% tax rate, they'd be down. The lowest I saw for all the planets I own, the lowest it got to was 75% happiness, which is still fucking good. Because a lot of the times when I was playing with friends, like that was the biggest problem, was trying to get your happiness for your planets up at least up into the green, which is I think like 60s, like in the 60s or late 50s or mid 50s. But yeah, like I unlocked probably like 10 achievements in that playthrough. I got every victory because I just kept clicking continue. I was like, I just want to keep seeing. I just want to conquer everything. I want to take all the systems. Like again, like I think the most broken thing about the ship designer is just stacking a fuck ton of armor. I put a fuck ton of armor and health and shielding on my ships, and that was it. Like they were just floating bricks, and I even named them bricks or floating bricks. And they took every fucking hit from every goddamn ship, and it barely put a dent in them. Barely anything. They barely put a dent in any of my ships, and my ships practically destroyed them in 2 turns because they're just tanked out as fuck. And then my siege ships were probably the most broken fucking thing because there was so much siege. I just built them specifically for siege. That's it. No weapons, no armor, no buffs to health, nothing. Just tonnage so they have more space for more siege shit. And I would build my cap for fleets was 23. I had the research thing so that I think it's dreadnoughts. Like each ship, there's 4 types of ships, and each one has like a command point limit. So you have frigates or corvettes are 1. Then the next one is destroyers, which costs 2. Then the dreadnoughts is 3, and then like capital ships or battleships are 4. But they have an upgrade research where it makes dreadnoughts count as 2 instead of 3. So I just made dreadnoughts as siege ships, and I capped it out at 22, and then I put down a frigate that actually had some attack and defense to it, and I was getting like over 200,000 K or 200K from that one fleet to the point where the number broke off. So 2 of the fucking zeros were on the bottom of it. And as soon as I fucking put them on a planet and I put it in blockade, usually, normally in this playthrough at least, because a few fuckers tried to besiege some of my planets I own. It was going to take them like 30, 40 turns to besiege it, even with troops. But when I put down one of these fucking fleets, it was going to take like 6 turns. But as soon as I put it into orbit and they still had a movement, I could invade with troops, and it was always a 100% to the lowest I saw was a 5%, and that was just a capital planet. That was it. Like a capital homeworld. It was at 5%, but the very next turn it jumped from 5% to 80%. And even at 80%, my troops just flooded the planet and took it. So I just grew bored of the game, and I was like, yeah, I've done everything I could in the game. Like I've destroyed every fucking alien empire that was opposing me. No one's alive. I'm the only one. The game won't end. So done. The game is done. I'm done. I don't want to play Stellar. I don't want to play Endless Space anymore. Stellaris is far superior to it. Far fucking superior to it. Like And even and you know me, Stellaris has a lot of problems with it. Like like the diplomatic shit still isn't as good as it could be. Like there's still not like there needs to be more political intrigue. There's going to be there needs to be a massive overhaul in combat, a really big one. Like I'd like to have better formations. I'd like to have more fucking strategy instead of just sending in fleets. Just send in fleets and they'll just fly right into the enemy and just keep blowing them up with lasers, kinetics, or missiles. Like I'd like to place down minefields that aren't attached as a buff to star systems or stations, like your defense stations, your defense platforms, and your fortresses. Like I'd like to fucking have just minefields in the system. Like I'd like neutral zones and DMZs, like a demilitarized zone, like because Stellaris is a big love letter to sci-fi. There's a lot of references to things like the Gene Warriors are supposed to be space marines. Uh, the xenophobic voice will say, "Fear not the Xenos," or "Purge the Xenos scum" and shit like that. Like 40k shit. They have Star Trek references. They have Star Wars references. Dune, Futurama, fucking Red Dwarf, Doctor Who. Uh, there's a black hole in the game called Gargantua, which is a total fucking nod to Interstellar. Uh, there's one of the entities in the oh god, I forget the fucking name of it. Space Leviathans pack. It's a story pack. There's a giant metal sphere, and it's essentially the traveler from Destiny. You have Lovecraftian shit nods like the cosmic horrors. Uh, the Pethran swarm is basically like the Zerg or the Tyranids. The Unbidden are, I guess, kind of like demons or the daemons of 40k. They're from another dimension that you travel through with jump drives and side jump drives, and so they tear open holes with like it's basically a fucking swirling maw, and they come flooding out like demons from 40k. Their humanoid pack they just released. They have orcs. They have space orcs. They have dwarves. So now you can make squats from 40k. Uh, they have space elves that look like Vulcans. They have Klingon looking people. They have the blue alien dude or chick from fucking Fifth Element. Uh, kind of surprised at the robotic one. They've allow you to do machine races now and cyborgs. And also one of the voices says resistance is futile for the robots or machine awareness. You can make a hive mind now, so you can make Tyranids. Like I've practically made almost every single 40k race in the game. The only ones I haven't done yet are the Tau, Tau, Chaos, and Dark Eldar. I think those are the only ones. I haven't done Dark Eldar, the Tau, and Chaos. And the reason why I can't do Chaos is they don't really have a demon. Like like they don't have any heretical or daemon fucking aligned character models. Plus the buildings don't look chaos enough. The Tau I can't do because the Tau have a caste system. And there's not really a caste system in the game per se. I mean, you could technically do it by dividing your own race, I guess. Because the Tau have certain castes. Like they have the water caste, which is, if I remember correctly, the fire caste is the military. The earth caste is like the builders and farmers and shit. I forget what the water caste is, and then they have the ethereal caste, which are the leaders. Can't really do that in Stellaris. Like they have the crew and they have all those other aliens they have. So essentially, I could make a caste system out of that per se, but it wouldn't really work lore wise with them. And then the Dark Eldar, they don't really have a chaos, like a chaos looking Vulcan slash space elf character model. Plus, there's only what 8 ship designs now. Like you have mammalian, reptilian, avian, molluscoid, plantoid. Uh, Christ, I don't even think they have an insectoid. Mammalian, avian, mammalian, avian, reptilian, molluscoid, plantoid, humanoid. It's like 7 or 8 ship designs, and so there's not really a lot of diversity for that. Same with the planets. What the planet looks like with the cities. It's the same thing. There's 6 or 7 fucking like building look textures. So not really a whole lot of shit for that. But yeah, like I still like doesn't even like I don't even care about that. Like I don't really fucking care about that. What I care about is better shit, like diplomacy, military overhaul, fucking that kind of shit that I was just ranting about. And apparently they just did an overhaul, or they're doing an overhaul for the FTL movement and the FTL devices. So warp drive, hyperspace lanes, and wormhole tunnels. They're doing an overhaul of that because that needs to be overhauled. Not the fact that like weapons are broken. Because I was gonna say like missiles are really good, but if somebody has point defense, missiles kind of fucking start dropping down. Like lasers are good, but I am of the sound stance that kinetics are the best weapons in the game. They don't do as much damage as missiles. They don't have as much penetration as missiles or lasers, but they have the highest DPS, and they also have the best X class weapon, which is the mega cannon and the giga cannon. Uh, Missiles are good because they penetrate shit. They penetrate armor. Lasers penetrate shields, if I remember correctly. Or it might be the other way around. I think it's missiles penetrate shields and lasers penetrate armor. But like when it comes up to armor with missiles, they do shit, and when it comes to shields, lasers do shit. But the thing that missiles have over lasers is torpedoes. And so you can have special types of torpedoes, like neutron torpedoes, I think, penetrate. They do a fuck ton of damage to, I believe, shields and chew right through them, and then they fuck up armor. The problem is, though, point defense. Point defense, and I think ships, like starfighters and shit. I believe starfighters are like a point defense system. They also defend against other starfighters and bombers. But yeah, like I don't know, just overhauling the weapons, uh, giving us more variety for ship classes and ship designs would be better. Uh, in like the diplomacy shit and stuff like that. Then like that's practically all I really want out of the game is more depth. More depth for things to do in a fucking 4X strategy game. Like when I can play Crusader Kings and Heart of Iron 4 and I can do more shit than Stellaris, like I don't know. Like Paradox, you made both of those games and then some. You should know beforehand, like, hey, we should add all of this shit Like the shit that we gave out for free before with the other games, we should probably just put into the base game, and then we can just work on fucking uh expansion packs and shit. But like the diplomacy, like I wouldn't see why an expansion pack would like the diplomacy shit, like the more political intrigue, like have being able to assassinate leaders. Uh, Governors are kind of meh now because you only need one governor essentially for a sector. You don't need governors on planets anymore, which it's kind of stupid in a sense, especially early game. It makes the game more broken because by mid game you should have a sizable chunk of territory to where you're now making sectors. It's what you should be doing. But fuck that. Like fuck the strategy of like, oh boy, I need to upgrade my leader research and leader capacity. Eh, eh, fuck it. Like just have your planetary systems just, you know, have that one governor. So I can have 5 planets base with just one governor instead of having to have 5 governors, which makes me have to fucking go, should I make an admiral? Or like it makes you think, well, I need should I should does this planet absolutely need a governor? Or if I do need a governor for all these planets and I only have like 2 leader slots left free on my cap, do I use those for science ships so I can, you know, survey the area and fucking do all this research and shit that I need? Or do I make 2 admirals? Do I need a general for my armies in case, you know, I get into a war and I need to invade a planet? Like that's completely gone now. I can just sit there and play and go, yeah, yeah. I'll just make a couple admirals and some science ships. Like I don't really need to worry about it. Like I'll make enough unity to fucking just up my fucking planet caps or lower costs for shit. I'll just wait until I have to research the planet cap, the first one, and then oh look at that, the second one's come up. Awesome. Like it just lame, just lame. Also, hey Sten, as you can see, Tech was here earlier. Where is that word? Okay, give me a second. That's fine. I've been sick. Sucks. Sucks a lot. I will be seeing Star Wars Friday, so woot. Can't wait. Been fucking keeping my eyes closed to the internet when it comes to all kinds of Star Wars shit. I don't want to be spoiled. I'll fucking kill somebody if they do. I will kill a motherfucker. I will kill a motherfucker if they try to spoil Star Wars The Last Jedi on me. I've been seeing all kinds of shit like, oh, Mark Hamill dropped a new fucking spoiler with this one word, or uh, Rian Johnson states this, and it's like, no, no, I will not. I will not be swayed. I will not be tempted. I will stay strong. I will fucking stay strong, and I will remain completely silent. I will be completely deaf to this shit. Not doing it. Not doing it. Not gonna get spoiled. Oh, snow coming tonight. Let me see the no, it's bitter fucking cold here right now. It's like a low of 21 right now. Oh no, low of 20. Yep, scattered showers. Scattered snow showers tonight and then snow tomorrow. Lovely. And it's like 22-mile-per-hour winds tonight. Good old winter has come. Winter has come. Time to get my fur cloak and great sword made of Valyrian steel and just stand on the balcony, just preaching that winter has come. It's gonna suck. Oh, that's fucking right. Uh, that's another game I was playing uh this week. Fallout, the first one. Let me just say, now I remember why the first Fallout is fucking frustrating. So first and foremost, my character build is pretty broken. I took gifted. I took the gifted trait. So that gives me, instead of I think it's a 5 in base stats, it gives me a 6, and it gives me extra points to put in my stats. Most of my stats are 6s, 7s, and 8s. I think my charisma is a 4, because charisma doesn't really matter a whole fucking lot, especially when it comes to party members. Like, you just buy Ian. You pay him 100 caps, and he's part of your party. Dog meat, all you have to do is put on leather armor, and he'll follow you around. Or if you have like meat, I think it's meat, you can give it to him, and he'll befriend you. Like, not really that much of a fucking not really need of charisma on a lot of the fucking characters that join your party. But yeah, was doing fine. Was doing real fine. I went to Shady Sands. I talked to everybody. I got all the XP I possibly could, killing rats in the vault tunnel or the vault cave. Fucking got as capped out, maxed out all the XP I possibly could get from talking to everybody. Got Ian, wiped out all the fucking rad scorpions and got bonus XP for doing that. Had all those rad scorpion tails, sold half of them because I was over capacity for weight. So I made a couple caps off of that. Then I fucking got a bunch of anti venom from the doctor. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go to Junktown first. And then once I get to Junktown, I'll get dog meat, do all the quest lines, and get like deal with the storyline fucking shit that needs to be done in Junktown. because if you deal with the fucking the mob boss or gang, he's essentially a mob boss. If you deal with him, oh god, I forget the dude's name. Basically, the mayor of Junktown will allow you to pick one item from his shop, and so you can get like a medical kit. But I was looking at the shotgun with 100 shells. I get a free shotgun with 100 shells. Yes, please. Yes, please. I'll gladly take a free shotgun with shells. And then I can just hawk my 10 millimeter pistol with all the ammo. And I can just buy shotgun shells if need be. And I'll buy leather armor. And then I can get dog meat. And then I'll go to the vault, vault 15, I think it is. And then deal with the whole trying to find a water chip and then dealing with the rest of the plot. But I wanted to get that done. So doing pretty good. I get to Junktown. I'm talking to people, and then I initiate the assassin comes and says, "Oh well, so and so sends his regards," and so you have to help defend the mayor. Okay, 95% hit chance. I am literally between him and the mayor. I got shot by the fucker. Like he missed him, hit me instead. Ian fires, hits him twice, doesn't drop him, just knocks him down. Okay. I now have a 95% hit chance to kill this motherfucker. I hit him, kill him, and now all the guards and the mayor turn on me and they kill Ian and then they kill me. And apparently, it's because my second shot that I popped in didn't hit him. It somehow hit one of the guards and aggroed them. I'm like, wow. So it sent me all the way back to Shady Sands, and apparently the save I put down didn't save because I'm back at the beginning of the fucking Scorpion Cave, the Rad Scorpion Cave, which means I now have to go back in with Ian and kill all the Rad Scorpions again, collect all their tails, sell them, get the anti venom, then save, then go back to Junktown and try and not have that happen to me again. And I'm like, this is why I didn't like the original. This is why I have a love hate relationship with the first Fallout. Like, there was like, I remember the first time playing it again when I bought it fucking earlier this year. I made a character, almost same build, and I didn't even get the Shady Sands, and I was attacked by 7 fucking geckos. I think it's geckos, or it was 7 praying mantises, and they just eviscerated my character. Like I had just gotten 1 tile or 2 tiles away from Vault 13. Completely killed. I couldn't run. They had completely surrounded me at the start of the encounter. I was surrounded. I'm like, wow. Thanks, Fallout. Like, I just killed like 10 rats. I'm getting back into the swing of things, and you just knock me fucking down as hard as you can with like 6 or 7 praying mantises attacking me. And so I tried it again. I reloaded the save. I'm walking down, I'm crossing tiles. I get right next to fucking Shady Sands. Bam. I'm attacked by 2 fucking giant mole rats. And I'm plopped like, I think it was fucking, it would have cost me 25 AP to move all the way to the exit. And they were moving fucking twice as fast as I was. Because I only had like 6 or 7 AP max that I could use. So I'm barely able to fucking move that far. Plus, I'm trying to shoot them in the legs to cripple them so they can't move that far. And bam, I get fucking eviscerated by 2 giant fucking mole rats. Right next to the tile to Shady Sands. And I'm like, wow, thanks, Fallout. Thanks, Fallout. Thank you so much. And so I stopped playing because I'm like, fuck this. Like, I'll just play something fucking else. I'll play Stellaris. I'll play some Skyrim. I'll play some other games that don't beat me into the fucking ground for God knows what. And now this playthrough has been good so far until that fuck up in Junktown. So thankfully, I'm not going to really need to worry that much. Like, I'm just gonna fucking try and just breeze through fucking the Red Scorpion Cave and then go to Junktown and the free shotgun with shells. And then I'll head back. And oh god, that's the other problem. Like the distance between Shady Sands and Junktown, there's a lot of chances I'll be attacked by a random encounter. That'll be fucking fun. Also, hey Queen. Uh, fuck. Trying to think. Uh, oh come on, game. My friend's playing Words with Friends with me, and she just dropped down a fucking word for 14 points. And I ain't letting her win. Fuck that. But for some reason, the A that I'm holding, the tile I'm moving, is not working. Okay. I need words. Where does it end with E? Four, five, six. It's a 6-letter word that I'm gonna need. I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Sorry, give me a second. I'm thinking. Hmm. Gonna have to. I'm still sick. Oh, spicay. Come on, tiles. Give me a second. Someone's at the door. Okay, back. Not sure if you guys can hear me, anyways. Uh, Come on, clip on my shirt. Thank you. Uh, okay, back to this. Oh my god, it is fucking maddening trying to get these fucking tiles onto the fucking board. Come on, put the S up there. Thank you. Jesus. God, what was the fucking spakai or spakay? I think that's the word I was gonna do. Get that double word, even though it's gonna open up the fucking triples. At least I'll be using two 4 point letters. There we go. Play spakay for 29 points. Fuck your floss, bitch. Fuck your floss word. There we go. Oh, fuck me. I got an X and a Q. Fuck off, man. Uh, could play Q. I could play QI or key for fucking 31 points. I think kicks is a word too. QIX. Let me see. Let me check Scrabble's dictionary because Scrabble and words for friends use the same fucking dictionary apparently. Like that's another thing I don't fucking get. Yeah, okay. Kicks is a word. Awesome. So if I could play kicks on off the I just put, that would be just alone normally. Uh, the Q would become 30 points. The whole word would become 39 points because X is an 8. 39 times 3 because it would be a triple letter and then a triple word. I would be done. I could just throw the match after that fucking one. I could throw the cocksucking match and just be like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. How are you going to beat me with, let's see, 38 times 3, 8, 16, 24 plus 90? That's 114. I believe it's 114, 24. Yeah, 114 points off a 3-letter word. Ain't no way you're going to beat that. Ain't no way you're going to beat that. I'm at 70. She's at 50. I would have a 114-point lead that she would not be able to fucking recoup. I would be at 184 points. She'd be at 50. I'd be like, resign, bitch. Bow down. Bow down to the Scrabble master. You can't beat me. You know how many elderly people I've played Scrabble with? How many times I played Scrabble in school? Because I'm that much of a fucking nerd. I'm packing cigarettes, by the way. Shh. But yeah, you know you can't beat that. Fuck. Fucking hate being sick, being all phlegmy. Taking hot showers nonstop, fucking drinking tea nonstop. Whenever I'm making soup, like I'm sick and tired of fucking soup. Queen, stop picking on Sten. Huh. Well, that's where you're wrong, Queen, if you know anything about 50s cigarette commercial ads. I even have a picture of Santa Claus saying that get rid of that throat scratch this winter with Lucky Strikes, or it's Pall Malls. I forget which cigarette brand it is, but yeah, fucking 50s. That's weird. Doctors recommend that you smoke one cigarette a day. Smoke Lucky Strikes. It's like, Jesus. 50s were weird. You're picking on him about the British Isles stuff. We all know Northern Ireland is British owned territory. So technically, it would be British Isles. Checkmate. Checkmate. 50s when the tobacco lobby has things in their pockets. Yes. You're picking on it because you're saying only Americans say British Isles. That's not true. I'm sure South Americans do. And Australians. Because I know the Australians have a love hate relationship with the British Isles, considering they were mostly convicts. No checkmate because Northern Ireland iron is UK, but Sten wasn't referring to that. Otherwise, he would have said Northern Ireland. All I'm saying is he said 2/8 Irish. Could have been Northern Irish. You never know. I'm a quarter Irish, and that's because is it a quarter Irish now? No, I'm an eighth Irish now, and it is only the Yanks who claim the Irish to be Brits because they're dumb shits. See, that's mean. That's mean. That's bullying. That's picking on him. We're not dumb shits. It's never Northern Irish. People always say it. I don't know. Like Christ, when I was a kid, I didn't even know where County Cork was. So if I was like, "Oh, I'm an eighth Irish" as a little kid, well, stop picking on me. I'm not picking on you. I'm telling you, stop picking on. I'm telling you, stop picking on Sten. That's all I'm saying. I think I'm gonna make meat sauce and pasta tonight. Fuck soup. I'm tired of eating soup. I'm sorry, Sten. You're always telling me to stop doing this stuff. And you tell me to do things too, Queen. Ugh. It's a love hate relationship, me and Queen. Tit for tat. Play your next move in Words and Friends. I wish to destroy you utterly with kicks. I want to play this 114 point fucking word. I don't even think it's an actual word. Kicks. What the fuck is kicks? It's an arcade game by Taito America Corporation in October of 1981. Kicks. That's the only thing I'm seeing that actually counts as kicks. And that's a pronoun, and pronouns aren't allowed in the game. That's a no no. Let's see. Would that be a legal move? Should be. Should be. From what I know, my family that came from Ireland, somewhere near County Cork and not Northern Ireland. Oh, okay. know a lot of people that have Irish heritage that are from around County Cork or from County Cork. Fuck this phlegm. I will say this. Uh, Last Thursday, I think it was last Thursday or last Friday, my nose was running so bad and I was wiping it and blowing it so much that I started having blood. Started getting a nosebleed. That's how bad my nose was running. Fucking, like I said, I fucking hate being sick. And good God, first time being sick this whole year, I think. I think this is the first time I've actually been sick, where runny nose, fever, and coughing. Hate it. I hate it. I was working pretty much practically shirtless all of fucking April, and April was cold. Didn't get sick. I forgot who it was that told me this, but it's not being cold that gets you sick. And that's a then that and they also stipulated that it depends. Like if you go from like say like when I was working in the warehouse a couple of years back, I got sick. And that's because of the temperature differences. Like that summer it was extremely hot. It was like 90 degrees and the warehouse I was in was refrigerated at around 30 degrees. So we had to go outside for breaks when I was on second shift. So going from a 30-degree temperature to 100, like a 90-degree, 100-degree hot day, that'll fuck with you. That'll get you sick because that massive temperature increase. Oh boy, she played Zen for 26 points. Bitch, get ready for kicks. Get ready for kicks. If the fucking Q will actually move to that triple letter tile that I'm got my mouse. There we go. That's 31 points. Please let kicks be valid like it should be because Scrabble said it is. But yeah, like me work like because it was cold. It's cold in April, like all around. Like I'm working. I've got okay. Kicks that isn't valid. Fuck. Uh, okay. Let's see. Trying to think of fucking 3-letter words with Q and I in them. I mean, if it has, yeah, because you can't really do a lot of words with Q and I, and I want that triple word. Oh wait, no, I have a U, so I could do quired. But no, I wouldn't get the fucking triple word. Fuck. Fuck. Trying to think. Looks like I'm gonna have to quote unquote cheat by looking up 3-letter words. 3-letter words starting with QI. Kid might work with a D, but yeah, like okay, yeah, kid works. Awesome. Go back there. If only G worked, Kig, that'd be better because it'd be 1 point more. But yeah, time even then, even without the 8, like I'm down 18 points from 114. Still fine. Still fine. Still gonna get that 90. Still gonna get that 90 at least. So kid's not a valid word? You kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Wow, that's fucked. But yeah, so going back to the whole sick thing, like the my friend was essentially telling me the only way you could absolutely get sick around this time isn't like temperature difference, essentially, especially like if you're dressed warm, which I've been dressing warm. Do I have an S? No, I don't have an S. Fuck, so I can't do keys. Uh, well, fuck. Fuck. All right. Well, basically the only time you could probably get like I don't know, like usually around this time, like when I was burning wood and shit, and I was splitting wood this whole week, I was shirtless. Like I was breaking out in a sweat. I was hot. I was in the sun. Like it has to have been I was around somebody sick. Like because there's been a few people sick at work. That's the only way I could have gotten sick. Like I can work shirtless in a blizzard. I won't get sick. But if I'm near somebody who gets sick, you're damn right I'm gonna get sick. Fucking hate it. Absolutely hate it. I still don't know who got me sick though. Okay, words with friends. Yeah, I can't. I need an S, and I don't have an S. Fuck me. Uh, ooh. Words that end with Q. Hmm. Hmm. Because if there's something that ends with Q, I can play it off of the other words, and that's not going to happen. So fuck. Because I need a U. No, because I have a U. God damn it. I guess I'm just got to play key. QI. Fuck me, man. I wanted that insanely high fucking thing. God damn. Oh well. But yeah, fuck being sick. I hate it. Fucking hate it so much. Uh oh. I'm getting double notifications on my phone for something. That's such a cheap move. Oh well, that's the game. Fuck this phlegm. Fuck it. Let's see. Uh, Christ, I don't even know what I'm. I don't even know if we're gonna have work tomorrow. If it's gonna be snowing tonight and tomorrow, like I don't like. Oh God, fucking Monday was a fucking nightmare. That I could talk about. That's something I could bitch about work. I had the most bullshit job fucking Monday, which was staining shingles while it's snowing. Like here in Mass, it was snowing Monday. It was supposed to start around 8, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. It was supposed to start snowing. And sure enough, I was sent out into one of the sheds with 2 5-gallon buckets of wood stain and 15 bundles of shingles, and I was to stain all 15 in 8 hours, which is impossible. Also, the high was like 27, 26, 27 degrees. The stain is not supposed to be applied to wood in temperatures lower than 40 degrees because it won't set properly. And so I had to lay down a tarp, and the tarp you could not see because stain was just running down. Like Donald would not allow me to brush the excess stain off of it. He wanted me to just wear a pair of rubber gloves with a bucket of fucking stain open. Uh, I had some empty buckets. I had to drill holes into them, put them on top of another empty bucket so it could drain. And he wanted me to take, with my rubber gloved hands, take handfuls of shingles, dunk them in so they were completely covered, put them in the bucket so they could drain, and then just keep dunking and dunking and dunking until the bucket was full. And once they had sat there for a good 2 minutes, take them out and put them down, standing up against the wall, and just keep stacking them towards me so that they could dry even more. But the thing is, the stain wasn't setting properly because it was too goddamn cold. So I had stain just draining everywhere. My boots, like the treads, were filled with stain. The whole floor of the trailer completely covered in stain. You couldn't see that I had put down a tarp. That's how much stain was pouring everywhere. And it wasn't like me going, "Oh, well, I'm just gonna fucking dunk them and then put them there." No, I had them sitting there for a solid 5 minutes at times. And then Josh comes out and he's like, how much have you gotten done? I was like, and I had been working for 2 hours. I'm like, I got 2 bundles done. Why? He's like, oh, well, my grandfather's expecting you to have he was expecting you to have at least 5 bundles done. I'm like, he's expecting me to get at least 2 bundles done an hour. He's like, yeah, I know. Like, it's fucking stupid. Like, you shouldn't even be doing it. And if you were, and even if you have to do it, like, he should have at least allowed you to have the brush. I was like, yeah. But even then, if I had the brush, it'd take me even longer because I'd have to dunk it, then just hold it up, brush the excess off, and then put it down, either in the bucket or just stack it. And it'd take me twice as long to do that, but at least they'd be coated. Like they wouldn't be dripping fucking excess stain everywhere. And so I think halfway through the day, I said, "Fuck it." I walked inside the shop. I grabbed a brush. Donald started saying, like, calling my name, and I just didn't fucking acknowledge him, and I just walked back out. And so, uh, Tuesday, my father was like, "Yeah, Bobby was saying that like those shingle." Oh, here's the kicker, though. Here's the other kicker. I had just finished 4 bundles worth. I did 2 bundles the way he wanted it, or I did 4 bundles the way he wanted it, just dunking them. But the next 2 bundles I just brushed, and it took me about the same amount of time as it did for 4 bundles. And by the time I was done with the last fucking shingle, Haitian comes out and he's like, "Yeah, I need to grab all those shingles and put them in the back of Donald's truck to bring them to the pool house, so Bobby can put them onto the roof." I'm like, "Haitian, they're soaking wet. They haven't even dried. They can't dry. It's too cold for them to set. Like, they're dripping fucking wet." He's like, "Well, Donald told me to take." I'm like, his whole back of his truck is going to be completely covered in stain. And he just shrugged. So he just came in and I had to hand him fucking bundle after bundle of stain, sopping wet fucking stain shingles. And so Tuesday comes and my father's like, "Yeah, Bobby was telling me when he came back from the shop yesterday that like a fair amount of your shingles you did were fucking actually stained properly because Orlando's been doing them." And what Orlando's been doing is exactly what I was told to do. But the thing is, it's been cold because it's fucking winter now. So they'd be sitting there overnight. And as you all know, liquids freeze at a certain temperature. When it was time to grab the shingles, when my father tried pulling them off, there'd be giant chunks of frozen fucking stain at the bottom of the shingles, like big chunks. because you're just pulling a wooden shingle out of a frozen fucking chunk of stain that's completely covering the floor. So he would have to spend the whole time trying to fucking chip it off without breaking the shingle and without fucking ruining the stain. And then he'd have to sand the edges down so that the actual shingles could, you know, like stay flush with the whole fucking, with all the rest of the shingles when you finally put them on. It's a fucking shit show nightmare. And so, or fucking Bobby had to put down, hammer down, and tack these fucking soaking wet stained shingles onto the roof while it's still snowing, mind you. And then finally, when he got those 4 bundles done, he had the last 2, and he's like, "Oh my god, these are actually kind of fucking dry. They're a little tacky, but they're not fucking horribly. They're not awful like these last 4 I did. They're perfect." I'm like, yeah, that's because I fucking used a brush to finally brush them off because I was fucking sick and tired of having to dunk them and have stain everywhere. I was covered head to toe in stain. And then fucking that Tuesday comes and I'm like, oh, fuck me. Like, it's just gonna be a shit show. And Don was like, nope, you got a wake to go to, boy. No work for you. When's the funeral? I'm like, tomorrow, Wednesday. He goes, all right, well, you don't have work that date either. So I didn't have work Tuesday and I didn't have work Wednesday. So there's that. There's that at least. But I guess Orlando did the rest of them Tuesday, I guess. So I don't have to deal with that shit. Spent my time burning wood though. So no regrets on that. Yeah, my great uncle Den passed last week. 77. Uh, we had the wake yesterday at 4 to 8. We had to go to one of the. We couldn't go to the funeral home in town, not because like they didn't want us there or anything. It's because there's so much family. Oh, oh, fucking please. Uh, oh, bitch. You just hit me with something that's going to piss me off, and I'm going to beat you over the head with it. Because she just played is for fucking 47 points. Bitch, that's not how I play. I'm going to get you for that one. I'll play off your fucking 47 with the S next to it. But yeah, the reason why we we couldn't go to that funeral home was because there was just so many people. We had just the family alone. There was at least 200 people, not counting all the fucking people that my uncle Den knew. So you had all, like, it was just over capacity, and we didn't have there wasn't space to park all the cars, so we had to go to another funeral home for the wake. And then once that was done, uh, once that was done, from we got there for 5. We had to leave around no, we got there for around 4:30 ish. And then we had to leave because my brother has NA meetings that's mandatory by court order. So he has to get there for around 7 o'clock. So we had to leave around 6:30 ish. Said hello to the family, paid our respects, and then the funeral, the actual burial slash funeral was 11 a.m. today. So we went to we went to the funeral home where we had the wake. We went through the procession. We went to the quote unquote family plots in the cemetery on the same road to where the farm is. Buried my uncle Den, and then we went to the VFW to pretty much have a fucking a feast, I guess would be the best word. There was a lot of drinks. I didn't drink anything. My brother can't drink. That's another court order thing he can't do. and there was a lot of food. So we spent a good chunk of the day there, and then we came back. And my brother had to go to his probation officer today around 3, so we had to leave early. So we had to do all that shit. So there's that. Sucks, but happens. Uh, God, I'm trying to think of words that end in SK. Fuck. I don't even know. I don't even know how I'm gonna fucking end this. Okay, so dis is a word. Now I gotta try and figure out a word that'll end in SD. That I can actually legally put down with the letters I have. I'm sick of winter. My back and my legs are so itchy, and it's worse when exposed to extremely hot water. Yeah, fuck it. I hate. That's one thing I hate about winter. Your skin starts getting really dry. Really sucks. Like incredibly bad. Yeah, it's gonna have to be dis. It's gonna have to be dis. So what words would end in SD? Fuck me, man. I really fucking hate having to think, especially on the fly during a podcast like this. But like, yeah, like I fucking hate when my skin fucking starts drying out a lot. I don't even know what fucking words these are. I've like all of these seem incredibly fucking bullshit words. Any with R, any with R. There's one with K. Can I get KSD? Will KSD be a valid one? Please tell me KSD will work. KSD is not a valid word. Fuck. Fuck me. Uh, Yeah, XSD is apparently a fucking valid 3-letter word. How, I don't know. God, this sucks. I just want to fucking play off that goddamn thing. Uh, Xerus? Xerus might work, but then I can't get the fucking that triple letter, which sucks. I'm only gonna get the triple word. Fuck me, man. You know. God. What's a good GIF I can respond with that's a deal with it? All right. I just gotta wait. Sounds suspect to me. What do you mean, Sten? Is it towards me complaining about the word I can't play or play off of? Uh, GDKLAJE. Fuck me, god damn it. Because now I can't play off, like, I can't play sax or jacks or anything for that one. Lame. That's so lame. So fucking lame. Oh, God. All right. Well, oh, the word DS or whatever sounds like it shouldn't be a word. Yeah. Like, that's the weird thing about some of these fucking things. That's the like, IQ doesn't work, but QI works. Or QIS. And you can fuck people over, especially like if I had an S when I played key. uh, but yeah, like certain words like that can kind of be bullshit in Scrabble or Words with Friends. Like you could just be like, oh, I'm just gonna fucking play QIS. Like if you have a Q and an S and somebody places down an I and there's a triple letter and a triple word, you can totally destroy them. Or suck, SUQ, that's a valid word. Or cuss, QUS. Like again, still gonna fuck somebody over. Oh God, Christ! I haven't been able to play a fucking video game in God knows how long because my fucking brother's always here, pissing and moaning about how he wants to watch something or want to get on Facebook and play shit. Oh, she okay. Let's see. Yeah, you have shit for letters. Bitch, I have a J, I've had Q, I've had X, I've had the shit that's nigh impossible to play off of because most people fucking box in the letters, so you can't put down an X or a Q or a J. Like, this shit's hard. This shit's real bad. Uh, hmm. I do have an O that I could play off of on Howled. So I could, if I could get a word, let's see, one, I have seven. I could get a seven-letter word with O, and if I could play it off of the Z at the bottom that ends with an A, that'd be pretty goddamn good. Hmm. Fuck me, man. No, I can't play Loxed because it'd end with the fucking. God damn it. Could play. Let's see if ZE is a valid thing. Because if ZE is valid, then I could play Lodge. I mean, granted, not gonna get the fucking. Yeah, ZE is not a valid word. Fuck. Uh, fuck, man. Trying to think because I want to play off that O because I have letters that can like I have an A and an E, but the only things I can play off of are ZEOH, and it'd have to end with an H, and it blocks that X, and I want to keep the X open. I can't even play. I can't even play. I can't even play off the fucking goddamn Zen that she put down. What about Z? I could play it left way. I could go left, and I could possibly hit a triple and a double letter. Possibly triple word, letter, and double letter. But I'm highly dubious about that one. That's gonna be a pain in the ass. Fuck if I know, Sten. How sucks is valid. I mean like yeah, it's slang, but for some reason they'll allow it. Uh, glazed. I could no, no, I couldn't do glazed because there's a fucking S. Uh, fuck, man. I'd have to play something like I don't know. I'd have to do glaze with a Z. GLAZE. But then she could play off a triple right off that triple letter. I'm gonna have to do it. Gonna have to do it because there's nothing else I can fucking do. Fuck, man. Uh, now I have a D, K, J, O, D, E, and M. Lovely. Fuck me, man. I hate it. I hate this. Hate it sometimes. Also, I'm gonna get shit pay this week tomorrow because I only worked Friday and Saturday because I was bedridden Monday through Thursday. Um, then this week I only worked Monday, and then yesterday and today nothing, and then fucking not even sure if we'll be working tomorrow. Sucks. So December is gonna be a pretty fucking shitty pay month. Yeah, and then Christmas is coming up, and Donald doesn't have us fucking work for quite a while. Oh god, I kind of want to play a game. Either Fallout, I might play Fallout, or I might just go to play Stellaris. What else do I have that I haven't been playing a lot that I wouldn't mind playing? Yeah, Torchlight. I used to play that a lot a couple years back. I had it for good old games though. I didn't have it for Steam. Um, Maybe Banished. Yeah, Banished kind of gets boring after a while. I could go back to Skyrim and try and get the last fucking like 6 or 7 achievements I need to unlock in it. Um, yeah, yeah. KOTOR 2, I haven't played in a long time and I've been wanting to, but it's fucking temperamental as shit. That's a big problem with it. It's just sometimes it'll run, sometimes it won't. It'll just keep crashing at the fucking main menu, and it just infuriates me to no end. So yeah. Plus, I'm gonna make something to eat, something warm myself up. Finish watching my watch later list. I've got it down to 5 videos, and it's probably gonna be more now because a couple hours have passed and people are probably uploading shit. So so there's that. So thank you for coming, Sten. Thank you, Tech. Thank you, Queen, for coming. Hope you guys have a fantastic Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Uh, I'll try and do a podcast doing a non-spoiler review of Star Wars. Uh, Either Friday or Saturday, depending when I see it. And then after I do the non-spoiler one, I'll do a spoiler review. So there'll be that. But yeah, I will talk to you guys later.